Look into the sky, see the birds fly.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Elizabeth.
And today in beautiful Florida, it's nice and sunny and it's spring break. And so we are on a mission to get away from the crowds. And to do so, we are going to try out this Vanpowers Manidae and see if it can get us to some little bit more remote fishing spots on the beach.
So 2 important features on why we're going to be using this to escape people is 1, it's a fat tire bike, and 2, it's an electric bike.
This is a big fat tired e-bike that has a 750 watt Bafang motor and a 14 amp hour lithium battery. And we hope that those two in conjunction will help to scoot us down along the beach and get away from people so we can do some surf fishing today. And because this is a free bike that we got from Vanpowers, we're not getting paid to say this, but this is a free bike. Let's go over some of the specs. This bike is about 68 pounds, which is in range for e-bikes. They're heavy, especially fat tired e-bikes with these big 4-inch wide, 26-inch tall tires. This does have a thumb throttle. A lot of e-bikes don't have a thumb throttle. We've been testing this for a week and we absolutely love the thumb throttle. It's the lazy button and it is freaking awesome.
It's like riding a silent motorcycle.
It's super cool. You feel so stealthy cutting through the woods. It does have disc brakes. Now these disc brakes are not hydraulic. They are cable actuated disc brakes.
And this whole frame is welded aluminum alloy, so that makes it a bit lighter than maybe some of the other bikes on the market.
And it's pretty.
A
lot of e-bikes look like somebody took a bicycle and then duct taped a battery to the frame of it. And this does not look like it. This looks like it's
smooth, sleek, and they've incorporated the battery into the frame.
This top tube is really pretty, this angular design. A lot of e-bikes, yeah, it looks just straight up like a dorkmobile. This bike also has an 8-speed Shimano gear set. 1 big chainring in the front, and then you got your 8 in the back. So it's a 1-by system.
And it has RTS forks on the front. So all of these name brand, very common bicycle parts, in order to take it to any bicycle shop for repair, it's not proprietary.
The fun thing about this bike is it feels like the hand of God is just reaching over and pushing you. As a child, I used to go mountain biking when mountain biking was fairly in its infancy still, and my dad would reach back and pedal beside me and push my back. And this is what that feels like. It feels like someone's reaching over and pushing your back as you're pedaling. So we have fallen in love with that. That makes you feel like a superhero. That's on setting 1. This thing has 5 settings. And as you increase it, it feels like that gentle hand on the back becomes more of a shove and then finally just a thrust. But once you get it up to setting 5, this thing will top out at about 28 miles an hour. Now I see what you're thinking. This is a 4K video because we upload pure quality here on Candy Adventures, and you're looking at your screen and you're thinking, Chris, what are these hose clamps that you have obviously put on the back of your seat post? And I'll tell you, because there's 2 of us and we need to go fishing on the beach today and we need to take all of our surf fishing gear. How do you ride 2 people with a bicycle? Aha, let me show you. With this beauty right here. Whoa.
This is a custom-made beach cart.
This is an old lawnmower cart that we got for free that we then stripped and painted. Well, Elizabeth painted it to put this beautiful jazz design on here. So super awesome, looks like a solo cup now. And we put our surf rod holders here, and Elizabeth will ride in here, or I will, either way. And we'll put a cooler in here, surf rod in here, and then it attaches our attachment point here, which is a piece of chain welded to a piece of plate, and then a bolt goes through here. And this is how we're going to go down the beach today here in Florida. All right, let's go put this 750 watt Bafang motor in this Vanpowers Manidae bike to the test, and hopefully also catch a fish in the surf in the process. That was surprisingly easy, and our shoddily crafted home-built trailer is doing really well too. These super big fat tires did really well in the sand. They really smushed down on the sand. And once you get to a part like this, which I'm not sure how deep and rough it's going to be, Elizabeth hopped out, and I'm going to use the walk assist feature, or you can just use the thumb throttle until we get through this deep sand so we don't get stuck and make a big mess up here. So just like that, using the thumb throttle, or you can use the walk assist feature. I just like using the thumb throttle. That's actually really handy. All that cracking around you're hearing is our fishing roles slapping around, because we had to separate them so they would fit under the trees here in the jungle in Florida, because they're 10-foot rods. Wow, that works really well. Let me try for just a few feet.
Okay.
before we put Elizabeth in it and add her ballast. Oh, that's nice. Now that is a blast. That is an amazing amount of fun. For 2 seconds, I'm having fun right now. That's rare here on Candy Adventures. It'll probably change, but I'm enjoying this.
Cart's got some water on it.
Woo! Tokyo drifting.
You know what doesn't have pedal assist? Running next to the bike and flip-flops.
No, it doesn't. So the fishing looks pretty good here. We might set up here. We might ride down the beach a little bit farther, but so far our cart and our setup is working awesome.
These tires aren't sinking in the sand hardly at all.
The only resistance is our trailer, which has live bait, a cooler full of ice and water, all our lures and fishing lead. It's our cooler it's our trailer that's so heavy.
Yeah, it's got about, I don't know, 75 pounds in it right now. And then if I sit in there, another 130. So we'll see if it can do that.
Hopefully we can catch a fish today. If not, I just saw that this video shows this concept of pulling a trailer with your e-bike along the surf is an amazing idea and option.
It's so fun.
Yeah, especially if you didn't have to pull a second person, this would be no problem. Our problem we're running into is trying to drag a second human through the sand. If we cut that out, this is an amazing option. So again, Vanpowers, bike 2 would be amazing.
Yeah.
This is pretty soft sand here. We're near the Sebastian Inlet in Florida.
Well, all right.
All right, she got her weight centered right over the axle. Let's see what we do. Maybe nothing. There we go. Oh, we're moving. Oh, it works. Sand's a little soft. Ooh. That ain't gonna work, so I'm burn the motor out.
Okay.
See, we're sinking the sand.
Yeah, it's so deep.
All right, that's a pretty good setup. What we're learning is this beach sand's really soft. If you have a place that had harder beach sand, this would be a dream. Like we just came from Texas. Down there, this would be amazing. Even the Outer Banks. Here in Florida right now, the beach is very steep. I don't know if you can pick it up on camera, but it's causing a real narrow window of place where you can access some hard sand. But as far as pulling the beach cart, this thing's amazing. We can't fault it for not wanting to pull a 200-pound trailer through the sand. Maybe 250 with this weight of the trailer and everything loaded up, and Elizabeth in there and the ice. We have a live bait container in here.
We got everything.
That's got shrimp in it and some sand fleas that Elizabeth caught yesterday for us to use as bait.
There we go. Trying to get an eye for these things.
There's bait.
Woo!
The bike itself is doing amazing and is a super cool concept. We just, it'd be better if you didn't have to pull 2 people with one electric bike.
Yeah.
So for rigs today, we just got some pre-made pompano rigs. So we're gonna throw them out there as far as we can whip them on a little lead weight and hopefully pick up a whiting or a pompano or something. That'd be really awesome, or even a redfish.
Woo! It actually feels pretty good.
Now we wait.
It would be my pleasure to get to know your name, treat you to a day in a special way.
All right, first fish.
I used some cut bait mullet that we got in a cast net last night. So just reeling her in.
All right, look at that bluefish. Look at that. Nice bluefish. That's a nice bluefish. Now watch it, a bluefish has teeth.
Okay.
They got very sharp teeth. Beautiful keeper bluefish right there.
How risky is it to rinse this off?
If you hold it tight, not that risky.
All right.
We might lose our fish right here. Just watch its mouth.
this is my first fish I've ever caught surf fishing, actually. And this is a bluefish. The limit here in Florida is 12 inches at the fork of the tail, and this is a 15-incher, so definitely a keeper. And we made it out here with this Vanpowers Fat Tire e-bike. So all in all, a successful beach cart fishing trip using our Fat Tire e-bike. This is exactly what it's made for fun beach adventures like this, and to get people out there fishing. So we're gonna take this guy home and eat him, maybe fry it up or grill it, who knows, but our cart can definitely handle taking this baby back.
Okay, so I didn't catch a fish here today, and I want to be very clear that the bait used to catch this was a mullet that I caught in a cast net.
Yes.
So really none of this would be possible, which is her first fish out of the surf
Yes.
fishing. None of this would be possible really without me. So in some way, I think my ego can twist this to this being about me some way.
Yeah, it's really you. This is your accomplishment.
Well, if you're rocking your Hulk Hogan haircut still, Hulk Hogan was very widely known in the WWE for being very selfish. So that still fits the character. So
still tracks.
So awesome fish. We're very excited for this. We didn't think we'd catch a fish today, so super excited. We did the whole food chain from catching the bait to then catching the fish with the bait we caught.
And before this, actually, we didn't get it on camera, but I had a fish nearly spool me. I don't know what it was, but I was cranking that drag up and it was still full on sending it. We think maybe it was a shark or something, but it took my weight.
I think it was either a shark or one of these bad boys. If you're not familiar with bluefish, they got some nice little teeth in there. So it could have been one of these or could have been
It was way
shark.
bigger. It was pulling it out.
It straightened the hook out.
Yeah.
So probably not this guy, she's right.
Yeah.
So probably a shark. But anyway, we're gonna catch you guys later. Thanks for sticking around, thanks for watching. Thank you to Vanpowers, and also remember Vanpowers, if you'd like to send a second bike out so we could both use one.
Yeah, instead of a little lawnmower wagon.
Yeah, we'd appreciate
We'd be okay with that.
We'll see you guys later.
Look into the sky, see the birds fly and move as they like while living life free. No, there's a reason. It's my pick me up when I see you smile.